Hello, my name is Koreyona Green, and I will be completing my action research project on children with disabilities, and I will be interviewing Miss Linda Harris, Miss Moore, Miss Strange at Wildwood Elementary School, and they are all special ed teachers. What causes a child to have disabilities?
It really just depends. Like low birth weight could be a factor in it. If they get in an accident, that could also cause a disability, like traumatic brain injury.
Yes.
We like at a young age, they have we had a child who had a stroke, and that's why they have the disability they have. So it really just depends, like on
Genetics.
yeah, genetics. Yeah. Also, depending on like how old the mother is whenever she conceives her baby, it depends because sometimes it doesn't always happen, but that could also be a factor.
How or why are children with disabilities treated or looked at differently in society?
I think it's because a lot of people aren't exposed to students who have disabilities, so they don't know how to react.
Right,
So
and they're not around them as much,
Mm-hmm.
and they really don't get a chance to see them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when they do look at them, they stare a lot at them.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
even the
ask a lot of
kids
questions.
in our
Ask a
like
lot
at our
of
school,
questions.
they'll do that. They say, "Oh, is that a baby?" Or why
do
are they
he
in a
act like
wheelchair?
that?
Yeah, or yeah, they'll ask
Can he
questions.
talk?
Yeah, can he talk? Why can't he talk?
Yeah. Or why do he look the way he's looking?
Yeah.
How do children with disabilities learn different from children without disabilities?
No.
Say it again.
How do children with disabilities learn different from children without disabilities?
I think that really depends on their disability. Like a student who has a specific learning disability might learn differently because they might not be able to read. Like they might have dyslexia where they can't see, like the words are jumbled up and they can't read it. Some like who have traumatic brain injury, it could be something like cognitive in their brain that they can't comprehend because that part of their brain was damaged.
Or like
Or
some of them are blind.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they
learn
learn,
it
like
They
one of their
learn.
senses is more
Yeah.
heightened than the other. Or students who have autism, they
How do
And I'm saying that one.
How do most children with disabilities feel around children without disabilities? Are they happy, sad, or depressed?
um
William loves to be around other kids.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
He loves other kids. I did not mean to say that. Scratch that.
Our kids love to be around
Yeah.
other children.
Yes.
And just watch them play. Some of the kids may come up to them and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
And hold
They
their
really
hand.
like that.
They really like that.
We have one child who really likes her hand, likes hands.
Mm-hmm.
So like if anybody lets her him or her touch her hand, they really
He's excited. Why are children with disabilities separated from their peers?
It really just depends. Like with our students, they have more severe disabilities, so it benefits them more to have, to be in a classroom where they're able to get all their needs met. In other classes, it depends because maybe their need is to be in a regular ed classroom where they can be with their peers and, learn more about them and stuff. So it really just depends.
How would you describe how a disabled child may feel when they are outcast from other children?
I feel like they feel like anybody does. I mean, like, if you're if you're not the best person on the football team and you get sat out all the time, you feel left out. They feel left out as well, I feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially the
they
ones
get
who
sad.
can
They have
comprehend.
their moments of being sad.
Yeah.
Emotional.
Yeah.
I think especially for the ones who can really understand what's happening.
Yeah. In what ways have disabled children come to you about being an outcast?
We don't really have that in our classroom, but in like a resource classroom, I've done some work in there, and they're upset. They'll say, "Oh, so and so's bullying me because I can't read or whatever." So they usually come in frustration and anger because they're not like everybody else, and it is frustrating.
What good advice do you give the children on how to handle them being an outcast to other children?
Go ahead.
I think with me, I just like everybody's smart in their own way. So you show your way of being smart. If you're good at art, okay, that's what you're good at. Not everybody's smart in the same way, so you shouldn't, you know.
Anything?
I agree.
You agree? Okay. What is the average outcome as disabled children grow up into adulthood?
What do you mean by that?
Kids,
Like, do they like not can they change, but like do they know how
Mature
to?
faster?
Yeah, stuff like that.
well, our kids do mature a little bit more faster, you know, than regular kids,
Yeah.
you know. What do you think, Ms. Moore?
I think it also depends on the
It just
disability too,
depends
though.
on their disability and, you
Because
know,
with our students, like as they get older, I mean, they're gonna always have to have someone take care of them.
always.
But other students, like who have disabilities, they can go on and be teachers.
Yeah, so it
or they
basically
could do
like just
whatever they wanna
depends
do.
on
Yeah.
Depends.
if you
Yeah.
you're yeah. In what cases has a disabled child been bullied because of their condition? Like have
I haven't
ever
seen any bullying. Not
no
of
one
our
ever?
kids.
No, none of our kids.
That's nice. So no one ever like came and
No,
so they
They're
like
curious,
really like
but they're not mean
Yeah.
to them.
because I know at our school it's people don't like consider it bullying, but like they have like people that do stuff and people crowd around them and record them, but it's not like it's being bullying. Like it's one girl at our school who dance and people stand around her, but it's not. I don't think they see it as bullying.
Yeah.
But you never know how like the
Yeah.
disabled child may feel.
I know whenever, like, I actually have a reading disability. So I remember whenever I was in school and if, like, I couldn't read well, like, it would always make me very nervous and stuff. And I would feel like I was being bullied, because they'd be like, oh, you can't read, or like, why can't you read? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, even though
They're
they're asking
curious.
questions, but it still feels like you're
Yeah,
bullying.
so
because you're
they like people may
you already
not
feel silly because you
look
can't
at it
read.
as
So
bullying. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
You're
Well, I hope
welcome.
it was helpful to you.